In ancient Egypt, the line between myth and reality was not only blurred but intertwined, as the stories of gods, goddesses, and the forces of nature were central to their understanding of life, the cosmos, and the afterlife. These divine tales were more than just folklore. They were sacred truths that shaped the beliefs, laws, and even daily actions of the Egyptian people. The creation myth began in the primeval waters of Nun, the formless chaos that existed before anything took shape. From these waters emerged Atum, the first god, who represented both creation and destruction, light and darkness. Atum, alone in the vast emptiness, began the process of creating the world through an act of divine will. From himself, Atum produced the first pair of gods, Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Together they gave birth to Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky, whose union separated the heavens and the earth, establishing the cosmic order. This divine family, with their roles in the natural world, formed the very foundation of Egyptian mythology and society. Among the most beloved of these gods was Osiris, the god of the afterlife, who ruled Egypt with wisdom, bringing agriculture and prosperity to the people. However, Osiris's brother Set, the god of chaos and disorder, envied his power and popularity. In an act of treachery, Set lured Osiris into a coffin, trapping him and casting it into the Nile, where it was swallowed by a tree, effectively sealing Osiris's fate. The people mourned, but it was Osiris's devoted wife, Isis, who refused to accept his death. With the help of her sister Nephthys, and using her magical powers, Isis searched tirelessly for her husband's body, eventually finding it and bringing Osiris back to life. However, Osiris could not return to the world of the living. Instead, he descended into the underworld, where he became the ruler of the dead, guiding souls through the afterlife. This tragic event set the stage for one of Egypt's most iconic myths, the battle between Osiris's son, Horus, and Set. Horus, the falcon-headed god, swore vengeance for his father's death and engaged Set in a fierce, protracted struggle for the throne of Egypt. The conflict between Horus and Set represented not only a personal vendetta, but also the eternal struggle between order and chaos, light and dark. Their battle, which lasted for years, was marked by shape-shifting duels, divine intervention, and even trial by combat, with Horus eventually emerging victorious. Horus's victory was not just about reclaiming the throne, it symbolized the restoration of Ma'at, the concept of cosmic order and balance, which was central to Egyptian life. While the gods' stories often revolved around power struggles and cosmic balance, the Egyptians also believed deeply in the afterlife, viewing it as a continuation of life rather than an end. The soul's journey through the afterlife was a central theme in Egyptian religion, and the process of judgment was integral to their beliefs. Upon death, the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth, in the hall of judgment. If the heart was found to be light and pure, free from sin, the soul would be granted eternal life in the fields of reeds, a paradise where they would live in peace and abundance, much like they did in life. However, if the heart was heavy with wrongdoings, it would be devoured by the fearsome Ammit, a creature with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. The soul would then be cast into oblivion, lost forever. This process of judgment reflected the Egyptians' deep respect for justice, morality, and balance in both life and death. The myths of Egypt were not mere stories. They were a complex system of beliefs that governed their society, their actions, and their understanding of the universe. They believed that the gods were intimately involved in every aspect of existence, from the rising of the sun to the flow of the Nile. These myths provided a framework for understanding the natural world, human behavior, and the mysteries of the afterlife. Even thousands of years later, the legends of ancient Egypt continue to captivate our imagination, offering profound insights into a civilization that revered the divine and understood the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The gods, pharaohs, and the people of Egypt all played their parts in a grand cosmic drama that reflected the values of order, justice, and the eternal struggle for balance. And these stories still resonate today as timeless symbols of human experience.